Hello, sixth grade scientists. So last week we did a set of stations around our classroom, and we discovered that the whole world around us is made up of these microscopic particles called matter. And these particles can be solids or liquids or gases, and sometimes we can see and observe solids and liquids and gases around us, and other times we can't. So today we are going to be investigating the driving question of what happens to visible matter when it becomes invisible or we can't see it anymore. So the tools we're going to use this are something called a Google Sheet, which helps us graph and record data, and an online simulation, which is a tool that scientists use to visualize things that exist at a scale that are too small for humans to see. So if you are an at-home student, you are watching this screencast to walk you through the assignment. And if you are in class, we are going to be doing the first set of data collection together as an example. So we are all going to begin by clicking on this tab down at the bottom called Data Collection. And when you open up this tab, you're going to see a yellow highlighted box in the upper corner that says click here to open the simulation. So when we click on this link, it's going to open up a simulation from the American Chemical Society. And this simulation is going to help us visualize what happens when we combine matter in different states. So as you're doing this, I highly suggest that you split your screen so that you can look at both the simulation and your Google Sheet at the same time. It's very easy to do. You just pull out one tab and then you can drag the edges to resize. And it should be about the same on your Chromebooks as it is on my computer here. So to start the simulation, I will click on this play arrow, and what it's showing me right now is a cup of water, a cup of ice, and altogether the cup, the water, and the ice weigh 120 grams. Click play again. Now the simulation is zooming in and it's showing me the particles or the individual units of matter that make up the ice and that make up the water. And what I'm going to be doing is counting the number of particles that make up the ice and the water and then recording them over here in my Google Sheet. So the first thing my table is asking me to record is the number of ice particles before the ice melts. So if I start here at this one, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then I can click in this box and I can type the number 11. And after I hit enter, the Google Sheet is going to start graphing my data for me. So now this graph is showing me that there are 11 ice particles before the ice cube melts. Now I'm going to go back to the simulation, and starting at this water particle, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can go to my sheet and I can type in 12, and now my graph is showing me 12 water particles before melting. The next thing I'm going to do is press continue on the simulation, and it's going to show me what happens to the particles as the ice cube melts into the water. And you'll notice that as the ice cube melts, now I can't tell which particles were originally ice or originally water, but I can tell how many there are. So what I'm going to do is count these particles and see if the total number has changed. So I'll start here and I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I'm going to go here to where it says total number of particles after melting, and I'm going to type in 23. And I actually forgot to come here and add together the total number of particles I had before melting. So if I had 11 and 12, then I get 23. So before the ice cube melted, I had 23 particles in my microscopic view, and after the ice cube melted, I still had 23 particles. So if I subtract 23 from 23, the total change in my particles is 0. So no particles were gained and no particles were lost as the ice cube melted. My final step, after I have completed the remaining 2 graphs by clicking the continue arrow in the simulation, will be to click on this bottom tab that says Analysis Questions, and there are specific instructions here for how to open and edit these boxes and respond to the 2 questions. Finally, after you do this, you will be coming to your science notebook, and you will have 2 pages to complete. One about the conservation of matter simulation, and then this conservation of matter practice page. So I hope this video has been helpful in describing what you're going to be accomplishing in science class today. And please don't hesitate to send me an email or post a comment if you have any questions.